one step above just describing our ideas to our user in a verbal prototype would be actually drawing them out. This is what we call a paper prototype. We could do this for anything from designing an on-screen interface to designing the placement of controls in a vehicle. Let's go back to our example of designing a way for exercisers to consume and take notes on audiobooks. Let's imagine one of my design alternatives was for a very easy-to-use app so that the hassle of pulling out your phone and pressing buttons isn't actually too distracting. I might start this process simply by drawing up a prototype of my interface on paper. Now I have a paper prototype. Now I can talk to my user, and I can ask her thoughts about it. We'll talk about the kinds of thoughts I'll ask about when we talk about evaluation, but generally I can say, hey Morgan, what do you think about this design?
Oh, looks pretty good. Straightforward. There's play, there's fast forward. I would like a way to see where I am in the book, though.
That makes sense. And notice that she didn't comment on color or font or anything like that, not because I said, hey, I'm ignoring font right now, but because it's pretty obvious I'm not really caring about font right now. The nature of the paper prototype is it tells the user what kind of feedback we're looking for. We're looking for pretty basic layout information. Now, because this is on paper, I can actually immediately revise my prototype and incorporate the things that she suggested. Now, I have a revision based on her feedback, and I can ask, hey, how's that?
Looks great, David.
Thank you. Now, paper prototyping isn't only useful for testing out just single interface designs. You can also do some interaction with it. Watch. So, here I have 4 screens prototyped. And so, when I give this to Morgan, I can say things like, imagine you're viewing this screen and you want to take a note to attach to your current place in the book. What would you probably do?
Probably press the View the Notes button.
Makes sense? After you press that, what you're going to see is this screen for note-taking. So what would you do then?
Well, if I want to take a note, then I would press the record button there.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
And then it would start recording you and would transcribe what you say, and then at the end you'd press stop to continue. So, interestingly, just doing this, I've already noticed that there's really no reason to make her jump to a separate note-taking screen when she wants to take a note while listening. It should actually just be a note-taking button here on the main screen. So just like this, I could walk through some interaction with the app on paper and get some ideas like that about how I can improve it. This is also called card-based prototyping. The idea is each screen is on a different card, and I can quickly sub those cards in and out so we can simulate what it would be like to use the real application. So that way, I can prototype a decent amount of the interface's interaction with pretty low prototyping effort.
Neat.